Happy birthday, dear friend. Happy birthday to you. Thank you. This is a special birthday for both of us.
What in the golden shower is going on, y'all? This is a special birthday for both of us. You know, these are the things that make 50 Cent have a field day with P. Diddy. And at this point, I don't even blame him. But what exactly has 50 been spilling about Diddy being on the DL? So if there's one person who's always talking about how Diddy is on the DL,
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear friend. Happy birthday to you. Thank you. This is a special birthday for both of us.
what in the golden shower is going on, y'all? This is a special birthday for both of us. You know, these are the things that make 50 Cent have a field day with P. Diddy. And at this point, I don't even blame him. But what exactly has 50 been spilling about Diddy being on the DL? So if there's one person who's always talking about how Diddy is on the DL,
You know what Diddy gonna say to you when he see you. I heard Diddy touch the button. No, I didn't know that was going on. You know, I can't wait to run on that. What you gonna say? Fucking playing with your booty in Miami?
it's 50. But the drama between him and Diddy actually goes all the way back to 1999 when 50 threw shade at P. Diddy in the song How to Rob. Like, he straight up said that he would steal Diddy's wife, Kim Porter, from him. The beef was also evident when Diddy was facing allegations for being involved in the death of Biggie Smalls. 50 actually suggested that Diddy knew exactly what happened when he said in the song Hip Hop, "Who shot Biggie Smalls? If we don't get them, they're gonna song. Man, Puppy know who hit that man. He scared them boys from the west side gonna break him off. And when it comes to Diddy being on the DL, 50 has been at it for years. For instance, 50 Cent previously suggested that Diddy is on the DL when he posted a photo of Diddy and Rick Ross performing on stage. The problem with this photo was that it was taken at such an angle that it made it look like they were making out. He also posted a shot of Diddy in a pink shirt while embracing a former record exec, also in pink, and wrote in the caption, "I ain't saying nothing, but something ain't right. LMAO." Let's just say that other than the people 50 talked about, he also has had a personal experience with Diddy when he told him that he wanted to take him shopping. And best believe 50 was having none of that. And he straight up called Diddy a fruit pop.
Stop. Then he was like, yo. He's like, yo, so yo, when we gonna get the chance to kick it, like we can just hang out. We gotta kick it. This is awesome. Okay. He telling me we gotta kick it. And he was like, yo, why don't we like go shopping? Shit, I mean, like I paid for it. And I was like, this just said, I got away from him because I was like, this is good. Wait, this nigga just telling me he taking me shopping.
You know, our dark unis, cuz.
Well, Diddy later addressed 50's fruity comments about him on The Breakfast Show and him wanting to take 50 shopping at Chris Lighty's wedding, saying,
Yeah, I thought he needed some clothes. What? I'm a nice guy. Yo, wait. Why are you offended? Hey, yo. Why y'all done? Hey, yo.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Today, rivals square off in the NFC East, and we've got a great matchup between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Dallas Cowboys. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And the opening kickoff will not be returned as that.
Constantly saying that Diddy is on the DL, and you know what? He didn't even deny it.
Let me read it, Fifth. Sorry I can no longer help you guys. Soon you will all be gay and happy. You are all now left under leadership of Puffy Daddy. Report to the nearest rainbow. Dinner thieves.
Okay, 50 and Diddy have had their differences, but you and I both know that 50 Cent is not the only person who has made that allegation that Diddy is on the DL, right? For starters, that's why Wright once gave a story about a lawyer who walked in on Diddy and Christopher Williams doing you know what.
When she walked in, the door wasn't locked, so she didn't think twice about just walking in. And when she walked in, she saw Christopher Williams performing fellatio on Puff. Now, from what she said to me, it was disturbing because, you know, they didn't stop.
Also, when when Diddy released his song, Gotta Move On, seemingly about the need to move on from his on-again, off-again relationship with Cassie Ventura.
Waiting on you, homeboy.
Explain to the people what kind of car you got and what year it is.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Today, rivals square off in the NFC East, and we've got a great matchup between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Dallas Cowboys. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
You got black on again. Now you got white on.
PA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Today, rivals square off in the NFC East, and we've got a great matchup between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Dallas Cowboys. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. Take it in at the 3. They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. Wide open is Watkins. He's got it. Finding room at midfield. And he is finally forced out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. A big play there on the first play of the game. 52 yards. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Hurts throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
He delivers another to Goddard, complete. And the Eagles are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
Boy, no problems getting down the field here on this opening drive. They've looked really sharp in the early going, and they've come up with some big plays already. Here's another that's going to set up 1st and goal.
And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Miles Sanders, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Prescott off play action. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Well, that's what you get, apparently, when you try to take on a Pro Bowl cornerback. I mean, what a play there to make the interception and also bring it back for 6.
And he is so good that we've seen teams absolutely stay away from throwing the ball at him. Here, he's just reading the quarterback's eyes the entire way, makes a great play on the football, and turns it into 6.
Elliott now to add the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
I think we call that season's greetings right there. He came up, pow! Knocked him for a loss.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Here's Prescott.
Man,
They're
what
looking
the
for
fuck?
Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. they go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
18 Cardinals.
But first down, Hurts. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. No gain on the play. And that'll make it second down. Christmas Eve here in 2022. A big slate today of Saturday games. But we will have, ready for this, a triple header of action on Christmas Day tomorrow. I think it's pretty safe to say we won't have a white Christmas in any of these places, however. We start with the Packers and Dolphins in Miami at 1 Eastern. Then you got the Broncos and Rams from Los Angeles. And then finally, the Bucs and Cardinals at 8:20 Eastern in the desert. Plus one more for good measure on Monday. Once the family's all gone back home and Grandma's putted out of the house, grab the leftovers and sit back and watch the Chargers and the Colts from Indianapolis. Throwing is Hurts. Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On the counter now, it's Sanders. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. This defense for the Cowboys, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
This defense certainly has a lot to be proud of coming off of last week's game, because when you only give up 14 points in a contest, you give your team a great chance to win. The best defense in the league is usually going to average giving up 18, 19 points a game. So to be under that, a terrific achievement.
Quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. And they'll try and run for the first with Sermon. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets them up now 1st and goal. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense, because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
They'll run with Sanders. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or two in this situation.
Two of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Once again with Sanders. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. This is the most important of them all, 3rd and goal. Hurts. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that third down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. These two teams matching up for the second time this year. Their first meeting back in October, week 6. And it was the Cowboys winning on the road, so they look for the sweep here back home in Arlington. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Prescott. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down. The Cowboys at 11-3 on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought they played pretty well last week.
Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having 2 hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. It's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it happen.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. 2nd down, back to Sanders. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Another run here with Sanders. And
Wow.
he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Eagles have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack. And you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line. And he's able to take it into the end zone.
Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, I feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Inside give to Elliott. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
A first down carry by Elliott. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. On second down, Elliott. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a shotgun handoff to Pommel. And it's a fumble.
Get the fuck out of here, man.
And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. We remind you coming up at halftime. Charles, you want a way to enhance your Saturday?
I do.
I know you do. I've got the thing just for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando to take us through the weekend in the NFL.
Here we go, here we go.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. With the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Now the Cowboys are going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Oh, get the fuck out of here,
man. He won't quite make it.
Oh,
he needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
18, 5 here.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Left side here to Sanders. On the move past the 40. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Well, you talk about a team coming into an opposing stadium and just taking the life right out of a crowd. That's what we're witnessing here. 27-0, Charles.
And this defense, they've just looked completely unprepared for what's been thrown at them. And you know they're supposed to adjust series to series. That has not happened for them, so I don't think halftime adjustments are going to help a heck of a lot. They are in major trouble unless they figure out something really fast.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now Prescott. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Looking to throw. Prescott.
Damn.
His throw incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing. Prescott. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight at just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away. Taken in at the 22. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. Throw left side. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. But I believe it was covered by an Eagle. It was. And Philadelphia is going to hold on to the football. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Hurts sets up to throw it. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble. That could have been trouble. Offensively lucky there, able to keep the football. But now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
So we've reached halftime here. Let's throw in a broadcaster cliche, shall we? Both teams looking for a gift on Christmas Eve. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. This will be fielded inside the 5. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a big avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
Extra point by Morrow, and good. And it's now a 28-7 ball game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They start on the ground here. It's Sanders. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Second down, back to Sanders. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
From the gun, it's Hurts. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads.
And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. Defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Hold the rock.
It'll be called just a 22-yard punt. Certainly not what he wanted. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last time that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Up the middle, here's Elliott. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up 1st downs.
They go to Elliott again. A gain of 3, 2nd down. From the pistol, here's Elliott. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Oh,
now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. They had lots of leg behind it, and the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to it.
Sanders has it pumped free. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Well, number 1 on the list of things not to do when you're up 3 scores in the third, that right there, give the football away. I
love when you speak like that. You know how doctors talk about taking the Hippocratic Oath, first do no harm? You just did the football-cratic one right there. Don't give the ball away when you have a lead that you can lock this game down with.
The run by Elliott, a good one on first down as he's able to pick up about 6 there.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Pollard going to try the right side, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And Mark pulled it left. It's no good. And the deficit will stay at 3 scores. You know that they were thinking second-half comeback here. That's a big miss if they want to have a chance at that comeback.
A very big miss because time is becoming a real factor now, and they're 3 scores down.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Play action. Here's Hurts. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. We're off to the 4th quarter here on Christmas Eve. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And he will go down, a Cowboys sack. Micah Parsons racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Well, he shot in, CD, like he was out of a cannon from that linebacker position. And even though they had a running back in the backfield, no one could stop him.
Well, you certainly diagnosed that play perfectly because as fast as he got into the backfield, you're exactly right. The running back had no shot to get over and try and protect his quarterback, and a sack resulted.
He'll look to throw. Looking here for Smith downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
And he'll take it on this side of midfield. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. Prescott on 1st down.
Man, what the fuck was that?
Away and Incomplete.
Wow, the motherfucker wide open.
Slow
Damn.
Now in a lopsided game like this, they are not letting up.
I know you saw that.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
That's a goddamn shame, man.
The give to Elliott. There he goes left side. Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them at the end zone there, this game's over. You locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Extra point by Norr, up and good. And the lead is down to 11, 28-17. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Man, some sucker shit.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Now all of a sudden we've got an interesting game here. You just saw them go down and score a touchdown. And what was a comfortable lead at halftime, it's down to a 2-score game.
And so the obvious thought is they've got to ramp things back up again. Got to get the offense into high gear. But we've seen this before. When you've kind of been in shutdown mode for a while thinking that you're okay, it's hard to mash the gas again and have everything work perfectly. They've got to patch together a good drive right here and now.
Because defensively, got to be feeling confident. They haven't allowed a point this half. Now on 2nd and 13, Hurts. And that would be off target and incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Looking to throw. This will be caught by Brown. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards.
Supposed to be punting, ain't you? Bruh.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward.
Fuck it. It's 4th quarter. Never mind.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys are right back in this football game. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 183 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. On play action, Prescott.
Flag.
Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try to rise up with it.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Here's Prescott. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. And that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he throws.
Down to about the 45. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Hurts, 45 yards. And the Eagles are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
Well, he tried to fight for a little bit.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. On 1st and 10, Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it. Unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
To throw again on 2nd down, Prescott. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. He'll go underneath here to Elliott. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy.
Not at all.
Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football.
Damn,
well, I guess an interception at this point on fourth down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over to the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he could do there. And he winds up giving the ball away.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And they'll run the option to start the drive. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Brown. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Throwing is Hurts. Looking for A.J. Brown again, and he's got it again. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
It doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. We probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal.
Go, Lee, go! Go, check! Go, check!
Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia, and they were really helped by their defense.
I was off the hook. Man was on some bullshit, boy. Because recovered all of his fumbles off the hook. That's enough, man, for the day, baby. Catch me on some Call of Duty.